Scan is the ratio between distance of any two points on the map and the exchange distance of the same point on the ground. It can be expressed as follows. Scan habisi of any two point on the map. On the map leba of any two points anigi distance arapa and amasung exchange distance of the same point on the ground. On the ground koi lebak leba of the same points amada point singi exchange distance asengba arapa adugi between anigi the ratio duni scale to map distance between 2 points divided by ground distance between the same point. Between 2 point anigi marki arape map tubu ground distance between the same point between same point samara point singi marki ground distance koileba arapu duda yembudu scale haina khangnai. Mathangda ko sidogsi ko. Example, if the scale of a map is 1 by 1000, then the numerator is 1 and the denominator is 1000. Map magi scale si 1 by 1000 oitadi, then the numerator mathak thangda leiba masing si is 1 oire and aduga denominator makhada leiba masing sina 1000 lising ama oire. Necessity and importance of scale. Scale gi necessity darkar oiba and important masang oiba. We can correctly represent the art or a part of it on map require size with the help of scale. We equina with the help of scale gi matengsna on a map amada require size darkar oiba size aso pic adugi a part saruk ama or natraga the art prithibisi we equina correctly sumna represent most in Scale help us in understanding distance correctly. Scale helps na distance arapasing asi correctly tasengna in understanding kanbada help us akogi mateng oi. A map is just a rough sketch without a scale. A map na without a scale chawdaba the onthok triba a rough sorakpa sketch ayekpagumani. Representation of scales on a map. On a map the scale representation on bako. There are three ways in which the scale of a map is expressed. The scale of a map scans express okay on by the there are three ways mong ahumlay one ahamada statements of scale. Scale gi magi yoriba du statements my paba. Number two, the representative fraction. The representative fraction the fraction tarakpadi magi masen kai tarakpasing adu khangjinba three the linear scales. Koi the pairing snyder ladiba scales on the gi matang khangba. Statement of scale. In this method, we express the scale in word or we make it statement about it, such as 1 centimeter to 1 kilometer or 1 NC to 1 mile, etc. We express the scale in what aquina scale si wahina thongdoi or natra we make a 1 kilometer we make a statement about it aquina about it matang da make a statement wa mo ina phongdok pusiyai such as kudamoina harabada 1 centimeter to 1 kilometer centimeter madagina kilometer am phawba or 1 inch to 1 mile inch madagina mile am phawba etc. chingba. This indicates that 1 centimeter on the map represent 1 kilometer on the ground. This indicate machine tai that mati 1 centimeter on the map taliba 1 centimeter represent 1 kilometer on the ground. Ground 1 kilometer sigi represent mostly or nataga 1 inch on the map represent 1 miles on the ground. On the map taliba 1 inch 1 sina 1 mile on the ground. On the ground taliba lebak taliba 1 mile dugi mile magi represent mostly Advantages, khudongchabasing. This is a very simple method which is understood even by a common man. This is masi a very simple method yam laiba niyamni which is mase by a common man. Khogi mi amar hekta understood khangi haiba. For example, if we tell an ordinary man that the scan of map is 1 centimeter, 1 kilometer, he would immediately understand that 1 centimeter on the map corresponds to 1 kilometer on the ground. For example, if we tell say an ordinary man, me amada say the scan of map scan see 1 centimeter ni 1 kilometer ni ana. He would immediately tunama understand kangani that 1 centimeter on the map the 1 centimeter of corresponds to 1 kilometer on the ground. Ground the kilometer ama aduga marini say. To the educator title little time to express this scale. It's masina to express this scale si to express photo the require little time matam khadi changi. 3. It gave correct idea about distances. It's masina about the distances arapas matang it gives correct idea asumo from do p. Disadvantages kudongchadawsing it can be understood only by those who are familiar with the units of measurement. Use it masi with the unit of measurement use sinariba onbagi unit gi galwena by those who are familiar mana misnadi it can be understood masi khangabiyai. For example, kudamena we said that the scan of map is 1 centimeter, 1 kilometer. It would be understood by only that person who is familiar with the metric system or the measurement. If we said that when the scan of a map, scan 1 centimeter, 1 kilometer, it would be understood by only that person. Would be understood kangani who is familiar with the metric system of measurement. Measurement oliba dugi metric system kangba mi du khaktana kanganeba. When a map is reduced or enlarged from the original, the scan does not remain the same. When a map masi reduced hantalakwa or not enlarged from the original, the scan does not remain the same. Does not remain the same. This create problems in measurement. This machine in measurement on the create problem to level. Representative fraction. This is also known as numerical fraction. This representative fraction numerical fraction has in this case the ratio existing between one's length on the map and actual length on the ground is indicated by a fraction whose numerator is always 1. In this case, the ratio existing between the lengths on the map, length asangba and actual lengths on the ground, ground actual length asangba nigi between maraki existing ratio C by a fraction mana is indicated a whose numerator adugo magi numerator dikariba makatang thang habro mathak thangba masingsi is always matam punabukta 1 oi. This fraction is usually abbreviated as RF. This fraction higher fraction si usually the abbreviated asambada kamaitona ge have the representative high mota R ire fraction high mota F ire adu ka hera RF na khangne. The side of the representative fraction RF equal to map distance by ground distance. Representative fraction si kay gimana? Map distance divided by ground distance. 다시 핵 그랬더니 강호되네요. Advantages, khudongchabasing. Since it is only fraction and the independence of any particular unit of measurement, it can be used in all the countries. Since it is only fraction khakta oijaba maramna and is independent of any particular unit of measurement on bukhotpagi any particular unit akhannaba unit ki independent amasu loibak sinaba ya maramna it can be used in all the country. It mase in all the country lebak sinba thungna lebak khudimukta can be used sinaba yai haba. Even if a person is not familiar with various units such as inch British, verse Russian, and the centimeter France, he can easily use this scan. Even if a person is not familiar with various unit, ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯇꯣꯉꯥꯟꯕ ꯌꯨꯅꯤꯠꯁꯤꯡꯁꯤ is not familiar ꯈꯪꯗ꯭ꯔꯕ such as ꯈꯨꯗꯝ inci ꯍꯥꯏꯕꯁꯤꯅ British ꯃꯔꯣꯟ ꯑꯣꯏꯔꯦ, verse ꯍꯥꯏꯕꯁꯤꯅ Russian ꯃꯔꯣꯟ ꯑꯣꯏꯔꯦ, and centimeter France ꯃꯔꯣꯟ ꯑꯣꯏꯔꯦ. He can easily use this scan. ꯑꯗꯨ ꯃꯥꯅ ꯁꯤ ꯈꯪꯗ꯭ꯔꯒꯁꯨ ꯍꯥꯏꯔꯤꯕ scanꯁꯤ ꯗꯤ ꯏꯔꯥꯏ ꯂꯥꯏꯅ ꯁꯤꯖꯤꯟꯅꯕ ꯌꯥꯏ. Suppose RF of a map is to 1 lakh. Suppose hello RF representative RF di kariba representative fraction C 1 is to 1 lakh 1 lakh natra. To a Britisher, it would means that 1 inch on the map represent 1 lakh inch on the ground. British study, it would means masina taise 1 inch on the map the 1 inch option represent mostly 1 lakh inch on the ground. Khoi lebak ta 1 lakh ki inch se mostly. Similarly, to a Frenchman, it would mean that 1 centimeter on the map represent 1 lakh on the ground. And to a Russian, 1 verse on the map represent 1 lakh verse on the ground. Thus, these scans can be converted into any unit of measurement and has universal application. Thus, haitona this scan khoi scan se sigi representative fraction ki scan C can converted to any units of measurement. ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ on khotpa unit any units da khujing onthokpa yai and has universal application adugi mayam loina sinharibneba. It is therefore also termed as international scan or national scan. It is therefore marmutuna masibu kay handlonare international scale or national scale. It has become very popular methods of expressing the scale. Mr. Expressing the scale si phongdoknabagi very popular methods yan mingsipa methods ni ama lei. This advantage khudongchadabadi kaino habida it is only a fraction in which no system of unit is used. It is only a fraction makaini in which no system of unit key system amata use sinade. Hence, distances can not be directly measured from it. Hence, distances are from it mistigi directly haktang cannot be measured on via day. Whenever a map is photographically enlarged or reduced, the RF will no longer be true. Whenever a map masi photographically enlarged, photo number chokthonba or nataga reduce handamatamda the RF representative fraction C will no longer be true. Asumbo oide. This is not easily understood by a common man. This message by a common man mi ama hekta is not easily understood. Irailan khangba ngamde line scan. This is also known as graphical linear scan or bar scan or plan scan. This is masibusu graphical scan or bar scan or plane scan ay khangnai. This is merely a straight line whose length is in certain proportion to the actual length on the ground. This is merely haibada a straight line akhoi subtingle line dei makhalamani whose length my assumes in certain proportion my karium proportion khada lay to the length on the ground akhoi lebak tugi asengba asangba proportion oina. It is divided into primary and second division so that distances can easily be read from it. It is divided into primary and secondary. Primary amasung secondary ahanbi amasung anisubigi haina division khaidoga thameko. So that distances arapasingdu can be easily read can be read from it. From it mistake can be read. Disadvantage kudongsa dabasing distances can easily be measured with the help of linear scan. Distances arapasingsi with the help of linear scan matengna easily can be measured on the yai. If the map is photographed, enlarged or reduced, the linear scan is also enlarged or reduced in the same ratio and remain true to the map. If the mapsina photography photo namega enlarged octonba or reduce hantanmatamda the linear scan su enlarged octore or reduce hantare in the same ratio some ratio the and remain true to the map. Map sub manana layeba. Disadvantages light statement of scale. This can only be used by those who are familiar with the unit of measurement used in the scale. Used in the scale sineba with the unit of measurement gi unit kujing adubu who are familiar kangba sing aduna statement of scale statement gumbasi this scan si can be used in the BI. It requires time and the proficiency in drawing a graphic scan. It masina in drawing a graphic scales ama in drawing yektokbagi time matam and the proficiency magi hay singbado it requires mas darkar oiba. RF fraction C map distance by ground distance habiko. RF fraction kay maneba map divided by